This is going to be a twin flame, soulmate, or deep soul connections reading for the full moon in Gemini. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies surrounding this full moon in Gemini and how it might impact your connection. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a look at what's going on in your headspace, your person's headspace, your heart space, their heart space, overall energy and underlying energy. And of course, feel free to swap sides if it makes more sense. So, the full moon in Gemini that's happening on November 27th is all about communication. That's what Gemini is, right? It's ruled by Mercury. So we're going to be seeing some things come to light in regards to the way we communicate or how we feel about communication. I think there's some important things to note, and I mentioned them in the pick a card reading that I just posted. And it was about the fact that the moon is squaring Saturn in Pisces. And, I think there's going to be some issues of control where people may be telling you how to feel, and that may not sit well with you. You might not feel heard, listened to. And maybe that's the same for your person. It really depends on your situation. But I would say to you that this is a time to set boundaries and maintain those boundaries, right? It's one thing to set them. We have to maintain them, right? It's definitely a process. And I mentioned also before that the moon is opposite Mars, which could indicate some tension. And you may have some things to work through. You might notice that somebody blurts something out. One person feels justified in one thing and the other one's taking it personally. But again, these are all helping bring things to the surface. I've said this before that I'm not one to say, fight with your person. I would just say that sometimes a little bit of tension can help work through, some of the things that are not being said. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some overall messages for your connection. In the comments, let me know what you're feeling. What's the vibe leading up to this full moon, even post full moon if you see this. This reading really is timeless. Take it as it resonates, of course, and leave what doesn't. But let's take a look at the overall messages. This dropped out, and we have independent. Okay, so be true to yourself. You may feel like you want to be a free spirit, being your own guide. Well, this is what I was saying earlier. This is about staying true to your boundaries, true to yourself. Does this align with you? Okay. And there's something that's blooming here. Peak of perfection, bursting with life and empowered energy. Okay, I like that. And confidence. Have faith, strong ability. Know you will triumph. Exactly. Know that everything will be okay. All right, I like that. So let's get into the reading and take a look at what's going on in your headspace, your person's headspace, your heart space, their heart space, overall energy, underlying energy. And of course, like I said, feel free to swap sides if it makes more sense. So the energies for your headspace around this full moon in Gemini. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is telling you to go on an adventure, to live life, enjoy the present moment. Don't overstress. The Seven of Wands. I saw the Seven of Wands in the pick a card reading that I filmed earlier. Seven of Wands is asking you, are you on the offensive or are you on the defensive? And I said, are you open or are you closed off? It's like having arms crossed. That body language can indicate that if your arms are crossed, you're closed off. If you're open, things can come to you. So I think that someone may be struggling with, are they really open or truly open? I call that perceived openness. And in your person's headspace, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is about trying to find balance, trying to simplify one's life. And there's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can be a card of overgiving. It can also be a card that says, trust your intuition, follow your heart even, if that makes sense. Sometimes we have so much going on that we can't even follow our own heart. We just don't know how, right? So let's see what's going on in your heart space. There's the Ace of Pentacles, a tangible new beginning. I like that. That's saying, I'm going to invest in myself. And that investment is going to grow over time. We have to start somewhere. So it's like a tangible new beginning. And look, 2 aces in your heart space. You're ready for new. The question is, can you get out of your head? Because your heart is saying, yes, I want it. I want that. You know, Ace of Swords is clarity, it's truth, it's aha moments and epiphanies. Wow. I mean, the fact that we have 2 aces here, just, wow, love that. 8 of Pentacles. You know, the 8 of Pentacles, I was talking about this in the full moon Zoom recently. I've been talking about this in readings. The 8 of Pentacles is coming out a lot lately because it's indicating that we have work to do. We always have work to do. We are lifelong learners, but I always talk about working smart versus working hard. And I think your person does have work to do in their heart space, but I want to see the second card that comes along with this. Oops. There we go. The Strength card. They've got to dig deep and find their strength and their courage. You know, I think essentially your person is more overwhelmed in regards to simplifying their life, trusting their intuition, following their heart, doing the work and having the strength. You know, we always talk about how the feminine energy leads in the 5D and the masculine leads in the 3D. Now, again, this is not about gender, okay? We all have masculine and feminine energies. I mean, you could be watching this for your masculine and feminine energies. But I would just say to you that, you know, if you are in the new, okay, and you are leading on a spiritual level, then your person can then work on the tangible and lead in the tangible or in the 3D, okay? Now let's take a look at the overall energy. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is confidence. Strut your stuff. Act like you own it. What did we say up here? Confidence. Have faith. Strong ability. Know you'll try. She knows. She's not worried. Not worried at all. Page of Cups. Believe in miracles. We know that the abundance is going to come. We know that the victory is going to arrive at some point. Underlying energy, boom, there's the Lovers. Deep soul connection. I mean, like, how beautiful is that? And with that, we have the Empress. Oh my goodness, the Empress is about birthing a whole new cycle, okay? So I'm really in love with that energy. Let's take a look at the Oracle cards to see what we need to know. Let's go back to your headspace with that Page of Wands. You can throw caution to the wind. Yeah, the Whip. You know what? Stop repeating old stuff. You know, stop with, you know, tension, any fighting, old traumas, triggers, and hurts. It's time we move past that. And number 11 on the card does symbolize for me new beginnings, right? And I know you're trying to get clarity and you're trying to figure things out, but the longest journey is from the head to the heart. If your heart is ready for that clarity, you don't have to overthink anything, okay? Just see what happens. Go with it. In your person's headspace, we have the Chariot moving forward. King of Water, King of Cups. You know, this is the idea of being in tune with their emotions. I think your person's got to work through some emotions. And they've got to take inspired action. Follow their heart. In your heart space, unconditional love, divine union, love of a lifetime, feeling connected, right? Going for it. There's a dog, supportive friend. This could be a soulmate energy. You might work in healthcare, or your person does, but essentially it says faithful companion. Okay, let's see. In your person's heart space with that 8 of Pentacles, see the light bulb, clarity. I've been seeing the light cards all week. I mean, the last few weeks maybe. You know, sun, light bulb, sparks. There's something coming to light here. I mean, it's an aha moment even. And you had the Ace of Swords on your end, so you're mirroring that clarity. And look. Things are fluid. What did we talk about earlier in regards to the emotions? It's a very romantic, intuitive, diving deep, it says on this card. Dreams, having the strength to process the emotions. Let's look at the overall energy here in the Falcon. And the Falcon, again, third eye, trusting intuition, rising above, knowing that victory is coming. There's the crow, number 22, 11, 22 we've had. Those are master numbers. You know, this is about magic, a new event or happening, a good omen. And look at that, 222. There you go. 222 is like a twin flame number as well. Master builder. Wow. Underlying energy, the hummingbird, enjoy the present moment. That's what you need to do. Lightness of being. Let go of the old stuff. If you're feeling defensive, it's time to let go of that, okay? And there's the key. Oh my gosh, 11, 22, 33. We've got the master numbers right here. Confidence is key. Communication is key. Again, full moon in Gemini. There's a solution, an aha moment, unlocking of something. That is really, really beautiful. You know, I feel like I want to pull a Moonology card before I do a Power of Surrender. I don't know why I'm drawn to it, but I feel like I need to. And I'll do that for both sides, okay? Your hard work is paying off. It is. Trust yourself. Your person needs to step out of their comfort zone. This is exactly what I'm saying, okay? They need to take inspired action for themselves. Now let's take a Power of Surrender card for your side here. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Beautiful. Okay, and in your person's heart space, well, overall, I should say. While I was looking at the hearts, it's funny. It's almost like it worked out that it was like head, head, heart, heart. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. And you know what's so interesting is that we talked about taking inspired action, stepping out of the comfort zone, you know, feeling the emotions. Sometimes we're just afraid, and that's natural. But if we only knew what was on the other side of fear, right, we would do it. And we do it a lot quicker than we've been doing it, I guess you could say. I really hope this resonates with you. As always, I appreciate a subscribe, a like, a comment. Thank you always for your kindness and support, and I wish you the most amazing full moon in Gemini.